country of Turkey can benefit both economically, directly and indirectly, by having women in business. Everyone can relate to that grand opening or that ribbon cutting of the business and all the excitement that goes along with it. Just imagine if that was a woman in business opening for the very first time. My information comes from The Secret History Behind Turkish Delights, the Turkish Culture, Turkish Commitment, or Turkish Government Revenues, Work in Turkey, and Urksel Sazil, which is a business owner in Turkey, in Adana, Turkey currently. I would like to persuade and inform you about running or conducting business or starting a new business as a woman in Turkey. Today, Turkey has a culinary history going back thousands and thousands of years, but one particular stands out to anyone in the world who knows anything about Turkish delights. It's the Hasi Bekir Company. It has been passed down through generations from the Sultan Empire. It was one of the first businesses in Istanbul, Turkey, back in 1777, and is still currently running. It is one of the world's oldest 100 companies, and it has been passed down through to a woman, and a woman is currently running this business and very successfully running it, and is well known around the world as a woman in business. Turkish women in business in Turkey, she is an icon. She is set apart from others and is well known in the country as well. Turkey doesn't only have a deep-seated history in culinary treats in business for women. It also I would like to exclude an expansion for women in business. Here is a display of how in the last 5 years the minimum wage has increased to 5,064 euros per year, which is broken down to 422 per month. This is over the last 5 years. This is projected to continue to grow over the next few years, well, hopefully forever, with the growth in the country as a whole, but with including women in business, I believe that this can only continue to grow. Here is the minimum, or the basis for the average salary in the home, depending on the geographical area that you're in, depending on the education as well as your income. So here the 25 to 50% is typically in a rural area. They're not as educated. Some of them do have educations, but not as educated. So their income is going to be a little bit less. The 50 to 75 is the average across the nation, or across the country itself. These are contributing from smaller communities as well as larger cities. Most of the people in the 75 percentile have an education, have degrees. The 75 to 100% are very, very few, and that earn that potential. And those are usually your lawyers, your doctors, and your executives at that level. I believe that with the increase of women starting business, would help with the solution of the unemployment. Unemployment rate is at an all-time low, with the increase, which is kind of an oxymoron because the country is going at an all-time high as far as production and rates of improvement. Speaking to Urksel Sazil, who is a business owner and a friend, she started in a rural community and has become larger and has become a chain of sorts and has several stores throughout the city of Adana. And she and her other fellow women, business owners alike, are very well, or they know Hasi's daughter is well known as a woman in business, and believe that every woman should have the opportunity in the Muslim country, specifically Turkey, to develop and to grow and to have their own business. In conclusion, my country, Turkey, I would benefit more from having women in business, both socially and economically. Today I have heard, you've heard me share some information and some statuses on how starting and conducting a business for women can improve in the country of Turkey. Finally, customs and history go deep in this land of Turkey. and they have traditions with them and customs with them as well. But that doesn't have to mean that we cannot change with the times. So as the church would say in parting, Allah Hishmaladik.